couldn't digest it without heavy processing. Cellulolysis would be hugely inefficient.
Are you still trying to figure out how to eat Helios flora?
Oh, shoot. I was talking out loud again, wasn't I?
Ready to fly, Path. What the?
Find something?
Something pinged us. An ID request. The Tempest auto-responded.
We'll keep an eye out in the sector. What the hell happened?
Anti-trackback measure? Drive system overloaded. Not quick enough, though. I got a serial that has triggered an alert.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
What is going on?
Ryder, tell me about the satellite you found.
Director? What are you talking about?
My alert identified a ZK resource tracker. They're emergency tech, full of overrides so they can bypass protocol. They were designed by Dr. Zoe Jean Kennedy. She disappeared with the Exiles. If her tech has shown up, that could give someone a backdoor to steal from your outposts.
Why were these trackers allowed to bypass protocols?
They're supposed to be hubs, to rapidly track and pull resources if lives are at stake somewhere. That's why they weren't deployed. Tan didn't like anyone bypassing his rubber stamp.
If this satellite is new, how has it kept up with our security measures?
That's a very good question.
What was Dr. Kennedy's role in the initiative?
She designed the orbital beacons, forward stations, and half the kit in the Tempest. She'd ram an upgrade through before the requisition was on Tan's desk. Dr. Kennedy disappeared along with the Exiles. That was a big loss.
Pretty extreme to set up a personal alert. Why do that?
A lot of Dr. Kennedy's projects were unofficial.
But you backed them, like these trackers.
I don't want some asshole using my access codes to cut a backdoor into our resources, or Tan blaming me for it. But I also want to know what happened to her.
She disappeared with the Exiles, but you aren't calling her one?
She sympathized, but we'd never let an expert like that go. She was vital. But in the chaos, a lot of things, and people, went missing.
If we have to find the tech or the person, where do we begin?
You got a sliver of data from the first tracker. With more scans, maybe Suvi can assemble a point of origin. Obviously, these trackers are being deployed where initiative tech is concentrated. That means outposts. Try another outpost system, or place more. Maybe you'll draw them out, whoever they are.
And when we find them?
They're stealing our resources. My concern is Dr. Kennedy, her tech, their lives. In that order.
Tracking a remnant architect.
The one we fought ended up in orbit? Amazing.
Scent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Sorry to keep you in the dark, Pathfinder, but there are eyes on this planet.
We didn't see much traffic from orbit.
It's there. But hopefully you can get ahead of this before it turns into something bad. Thanks for coming. Knew you'd be up for it.
I need answers. You said there were hostiles inbound.
We have soldiers. We've handled a raid or two without a sweat. But this is bigger.
4-5, repeat. Stockpile complete. Waiting for beacon. Launch on detection. Repeat. 1, 2, 3.
What am I hearing, Bradley?
Here's my worry. Maybe the raids we've seen were just a decoy, so someone could do a slow tactical build-up in the Black Rock.
Tactical? You mean military?
I mean Roekar. That's why I called you instead of raising the alarm. Even with our defenses, imagine how the Nexus would respond to an assault on our first outpost. That's what the Roekar want. I'm nobody's fool.
EOS has been through enough. We'll put a stop to whatever this is.
I knew you would. I hope I'm wrong, Pathfinder. I didn't want to bring this kind of thinking to Andromeda. Head to Black Rock Tand. I'll transmit the nav point for the signal.
Almost at Black Rock Tand.
Ryder, there is no doubt it's a Roekar signal.
Understood. Eyes open.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Bradley was right. Roekar on site.
Monitoring. They'll hold some in reserve.
Thanks for the tip.
On the move.
Hostiles ahead! Jaal, are we clear?
You're clear. Still reading Bradley's signal.
Right. Let's see what they were protecting.
Be careful. I doubt this was about piracy.
This signal can call dropships to a precise location.
A Roekar strategy rider. The scout would have placed a beacon in the center of Prodromos.
Telling Axul exactly where to strike.
Shit. Glad you put an end to that.
This job is half done. We need to ensure they don't come back.
Not sure what you're asking, Pathfinder. We can't risk our first outpost.
Promise and resilience.
What are you planning?
We use their beacon. They want a target? Let's give them one. On our terms.
Site 2 is still powered. You could broadcast from the old comm array.
Bait and switch at Site 2. Let's go. Sam, you have a location for this Roekar beacon?
Yes, Pathfinder. Site 2 communications array.
Well, let's not keep Axul waiting.
Nav point marked for Roekar signal upload.
Be ready. It'll draw them right to you.
We know this place. They don't.
We'll give them a fight.
Starting Roekar signal upload.
Now might be a good time to take cover.
Human, I told you you'd know soon enough. The beacon is live. You couldn't stop our scouts.
They've bought it. Hold it till they're on the ground.
Ready and waiting.
Don't let up!
Poor guy. Should have run instead of putting up a fight.
Axel, the Pathfinder is coming. Marvelous. Everyone prepared to defend.
Sounds like they're losing their support.
Pathfinder?
The Roekar attack is over.
Our military personnel were chafing at the bit. Better to get them patrolling so this never happens again. Special thanks to our friend Jaal. It helps to show we're not all on opposite sides.
We can't assume anyone could be an enemy. That's no way to live.
We're not planning on it.
How's the team holding up?
They know the drill, but it's different when it's home.
Maybe I should say something?
If you like.
This was a hell of a day, and you all deserve whatever break you want. You've built a fine home. The initiative still exists because of your efforts here. Reward yourself, Prodromos. You've earned it.
So, when do we get back to work?
No vacation asked or expected. We lose sometimes, but if they have the choice to keep going, they'll take it. This wasn't a good day, but it was another day. You gave them that. Your people, Ryder.